Look at the Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart. He's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States champion.
Miz was saving himself. Oh, there's the old stump puller leg snap.
That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring.
Daniel Bryan always thought he was better than The Miz, but just look at what he's done since dumping Daniel Bryan. He's defending the United States Championship on pay-per-view, formed a tag team with Chris Jericho, and defeated 7 men to win Money in the Bank.
Hey, and that's impressive, but if Daniel Bryan was given those same kind of opportunities, he could be a tag team champion and a Money in the Bank winner.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Byron, you really ticked me off with that comment about The Miz being given opportunities like Money in the Bank. He earned those, and it's internet darlings like Daniel Bryan who everyone expects to get the red carpet treatment.
Oh, internet favorite or not, Daniel Bryan doesn't seem like the type to ask for chances. He's going to take them, and if not, then he'll demand them while trapping you in the label lock.
Daniel Bryan looking to attack from high. Here we go, Daniel Bryan is in position.
I don't think he should get up.
I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. And the guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about high...
And the champ kicks out.
Way too early.
You know what? I take back what I said about Daniel Bryan potentially winning NXT. Bryan never could have won NXT. He started with a 10-match losing streak. He probably only quit because he would have been eliminated soon. Anyway...
Michael, all it takes is one win to change your fortune, and Daniel Bryan looks likely to get that win tonight.
Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE gold here at Night of Champions.
It was March of 2000 when Daniel Bryan made his debut on the independent scene under the wing of Shawn Michaels, and we might see Bryan make his first strides towards HBK-level success if he can defeat The Miz tonight.
Drop kick to the spine.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch ended Show Miz?
Unleashing it for the second time now. The two of you brought up Miz's former partnerships, and can I just point out the common element between Bryan and The Miz's old tag partners? Just like Bryan, they were all jealous of The Miz.
Well, what happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
Could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at The Miz fight back. What a warrior!
Great wherewithal from The Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry. Just like that, The Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about.
Great effort, but he better save something for later in the match.
The Miz is calling for it.
See if he takes the bait.
Incoming.
Big opening for Daniel.
The lapel lock is in.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. The Miz's chances just went from bad to worse. He did it! Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion!
No, it can't be.
Here is your winner and the new United States champion, Daniel Bryan.
That was a fluke. The Miz slipped and Daniel Bryan somehow took advantage.
A long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title.
You know, nothing made me happier than when I'd lock in Lucky 13 and make my opponents tap out.
And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont when the bell finally rang to end this one.
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
Daniel Bryan are seeming to get along thus far, Corey.
Yeah, they're getting along for one reason. To get rid of that quack, Dr. Shelby. Even I would try to get along with you, Cole, if it meant not listening to Dr. Shelby.
midsection with a vicious strike.
Stops it with a DDT.
Can we address R-Truth and little Jimmy, please? If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth. The guy's seeing things. He's holding ropes to let an imaginary person into the ring. Forget Daniel Bryan and Kane. Someone please help R-Truth.
I think R-Truth is doing just fine. This week, WWE.com had a pictorial about little Jimmy's family. Portraits like little Jimmy and a birthday party hat. Pretty fabulous.
Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior. We know what having imaginary friends well into adulthood can do to a person. We've seen what it's done to Saxton.
Well, I would have to refute that, okay? I'm a well-adjusted adult gentleman with many real-world friends, too. Thank you very much.
Oh, knee! Lights out.
Spine buster! Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page. Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth, they're finishing each other's sentences.
We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But when do you think Kane and Daniel Bryan shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. You'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing goat masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry that tag team champions have.
Look at that. He ended up on the short end of the stick in that exchange.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster.
Ollie, up and...
Comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off their rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole. Leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a 3-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at this same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also went on to win a Money in the Bank and become a World Heavyweight Champion.
Bringing up Daniel Bryan's time as World Heavyweight Champion, he did lose that title in only 18 seconds to Sheamus.
Here's the cover. Digging deep for a kick out.
Too soon.
When this guy's on, look out. And here is Kane in off the tag.
R-Truth with a nice reversal.
Here comes.
Incredible. That's how you keep your opponent off balance, Cole.
He's got him covered. I need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of spiritual excursion. That guy's a fraud.
And there it is again. And the DDT connects.
Kofi Kingston is obviously showing concern for R-Truth, as any good tag team partner would.
We haven't really been seeing that kind of concern for a partner between Kane and Bryan, however.
Oh, the reversal by R-Truth.
And no luck against Kane there.
Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
There it is, the tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic in a WWE.com interview. The problem is Daniel Bryan, he's a great competitor, but this crowd constantly distracts him. How can anybody do their work when this is going on?
Well, it's absolutely unfair. Bryan has to keep his anger in check while hearing the WWE Universe mock him. And then he also has to focus on his opponent. It's a lot to handle.
Oh my, Kofi Kingston is in position.
We touched on how much is going through Daniel Bryan's head right now. Again, this all started when Daniel Bryan thought the fans were embracing him. And then when he realized they were actually humiliating him by repeating his yes chant, Daniel Bryan just snapped.
And that's one of the reasons he seemingly has gone off the deep end as of late. And as a result, the Raw general manager forced Daniel Bryan to attend anger management therapy.
Oh, huge opportunity here.
So, Michael, let me ask you, did Daniel Bryan's anger management issues begin way back? And here we go.
Just an unforgiving slam.
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
He's got the shoulders down, and he breaks the pin.
R-Truth doing a little dancing now.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
R-Truth has him in his sights. Here comes R-Truth.
Maybe a figment of your imagination, but little Jimmy hurts.
And no luck against Kane there.
Oh, man! Dodges a bullet there. He delivers a hard clothesline.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Guys, when the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw, they can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that have never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that showed they both still had a ways to go in their anger management.
Looks like he wants back in this match.
That certainly looks to be the case, Michael.
Kane gets tagged in.
We've been seeing Daniel and Kane in therapy for weeks now. It's not anger management that these two need. What they need is respect from the WWE Universe. These yes chants fans do are an absolute mockery to Daniel Bryan. I don't blame him one bit for being angry.
Up and over with a suplex. Tagged in. You know, Corey, I see Daniel's issues with the yes chant, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, even in Montreal, where we were for Raw this past week, the crowd chants, "We, so these yes chants are becoming bilingual.
Oh, very cute, Cole. Daniel Bryan's just a few feet away, and you're doing that. You should see if your friend Dr. Shelby does sensitivity training. There comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring. And Daniel, the big red machine, making the Lord drive and turbo.
Is heading up top.
Matter of time till this team implodes. We know they can't stand each other.
Kingston.
Look at Brian. Brian is hanging on to the ankle again.
Kingston.
Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan. Shoved away by Kane. Bryan with a shot to Kane.
What is happening?
And there's Kane on the top. Splash. And new tag team champions. No way. Yes way.
WWE Tag Team Champions, Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Tag team champions.
Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could have prepared the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
And it's weird.
I guess anger management worked. Well, at least
Team Champions! I am the Tag Team Champions!
This is going to be interesting to watch. There's obviously no argument here for the titles.
They can't even enjoy the victory together.
Oh, watch out!
The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can't call himself one half of the tag team champions.